We are so lucky to have so many incredibly talented artists right here in Rhode Island. And if you are someone who loves the arts and design, you may or may not know that Rhode Island's State on the Arts oversees two galleries embedded at two of our airports, TF Green and the one over on Block Island. Joining us to tell us more about the new exhibit that is open to TF Green is Randall Rosenbaum, Executive Director of the Rhode Island State Council on the Arts. Thanks so much for being with us.
My pleasure, Will.
Okay, as I was saying, a lot of people may not even realize that we have this at our airports. So why have these at the airports?
So, it's interesting. Those of you who fly frequently, sometimes you can get off a plane and not really know where you are because the airports all look sort of the same.
Right.
If the infusion of art and local culture into an airport provides a certain degree of distinctiveness, it gives a sense of place. And that's incredibly important for those people who are traveling. Also, if you're traveling, you like to see the best of a place that you're in. And the arts in Rhode Island are a reflection of the best we as a state have to offer. So the fact that we have a gallery in an airport is, while not totally common, is certainly something that we can use and point to and say, this is a reflection of who we are as a state. The other thing is that there are a lot of travelers who understand that waiting is part of the game.
Yeah.
And if you're waiting in an airport, you need something enjoyable to do. Going and seeing the best art of a place is a good thing to experience.
Okay, so you are saying it is the best art. And here in Rhode Island, look, I mean, we're very blessed because we have so many incredibly talented folks who are out there creating art, designing things that have never been seen before. So how, as you, someone who's in charge of all of this, how do you narrow it down to obviously you have to keep it to a controllable amount of pieces that you're putting in, but man, that's got to be just one tough job to say, this is going in and this is not. How do you do it?
It is challenging. And the watchword that we follow is you do not want art chosen by state bureaucrats. You want to get people involved who are artists, who are members of the community, who have a certain aesthetic, who can make qualitative judgments about artwork. I will tell you, even though I've been in the art world for close to 50 years now, that ain't me. So we get artists involved in selection panels. We put out a call to artists. We get applications from people who are interested in displaying their work in the gallery. And this is not the only gallery we have. We also run a gallery in the Block Island Airport.
Right.
And that selection panel reviews the submissions and makes the decisions. Again, you don't want a state bureaucrat making those decisions.
So now talk about some of the folks who were lucky enough to have their pieces, their artwork, as part of this exhibit. Because I was going through it, and they really are beautiful.
Yeah, we've got we've got 3 artists who have been chosen for display in this go-round. We've got Karen Drysdale Harris, who's a Cranston-based Jamaican-born watercolorist and oil painter. We've got Felicia Meganson, who's a Providence-based photographic artist who holds a Master of Arts in Photographic Studies from New York University. And we have a selection of 4 images from a group called New House. And New House is an artist collaborative group who is doing a lot of public artwork for us as well. We run the state's public art program. We do a similar sort of selection process, and this is tied to buildings, state facilities that are built around the state.
So now I was reading that some of the artists had to have submit by a certain date as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, we put forth a deadline. We say we're looking for submissions. Those submissions come in. It's usually a resume and selections of past work in digital form. Mm-hmm. The selection panel meets, reviews, discusses, chooses, and then those artists are engaged.
Does some artwork work better in this type of setting than something else?
Well, first of all, it's a large space. We're pretty lucky in that way.
So where is it? Where actually is it in the airport?
So, as you're moving from the airport proper to where the rental car wing has just been built, as you're passing through from the terminal to that area, that's where the gallery is. So you have to walk through the gallery in order to get to the rental cars or the train station.
Right.
Tucked right on the side. So the artwork is, so the space is large. It works best for two-dimensional works, large pieces, because the walls are fairly massive.
Right.
Large pieces work well in there, colorful pieces. Three-dimensional art is not as prevalent in this area, although there are some corners where things can be safely put. You also don't want to impede the traveler who's pulling a suitcase along with them and have them bump into a three-dimensional sculpture. So yeah, it depends on the space itself. In the Block Island Airport, for example, the main terminal, I'll put that in quotes, is a fairly small room. And so the artwork that works best there are two-dimensional works attached to the walls.
How long will this grouping of artwork that you have there now continue on?
So this is up for through May 24th.
Okay.
And then we'll be able to switch that out.
Great.
And there's we put out a call for artists. If any artists are interested in applying for consideration, just follow our social media, come to our website, subscribe to our newsletter. All of those communications mechanisms are used to get the word out to Rhode Island artists. This is a place that we can showcase the best that Rhode Island has to offer.
And we do have a lot to offer. Sir, thank you so much for your time. And we will post a link to your website, to Facebook and everything else on our website. And all you have to do is go to rhodeshow.com.